So picture this. I die in a brutal car crash, right? And instead of going to heaven or meeting Elvis, the universe decides to throw me into a literal video game world. The mission? The system binds me to 4 different heroines. All I have to do is get one of them to fall for me, and boom, I get my real life back. Simple, right? Fast forward 25 years, quarter of a century. My success rate? Absolute 0. A total, unmitigated flop. Why? Because all 4 of these women were completely, hopelessly obsessed with the world's main character, Wan Ling. I bent over backward, played the dutiful simping sidekick for decades, but the second Wan Ling so much as breathed in their direction, I became invisible. Actually, worse than invisible. They straight up started hating my guts and wishing I was 6 feet under. So now, my 25-year countdown officially hits 0. The system chimes in my head like an unhelpful Siri. Host, time's up. Your game is officially over. Honestly? Fair enough. Fate clearly decided I'm meant to be extra. Background character trash. I turn around, stare at the speeding traffic, and think, you know what? Why keep grinding when the game was rigged from the start? I close my eyes and step right into the road, ready to wrap this tragic comedy up. Brakes slam. Rubber burns. And instead of the sweet release of death, I get a blast of pure, unadulterated rage. Jiang Chen, what the hell are you doing? I open my eyes, and who do I see? My sister, Jiang Yu. She was heroine number 1. The system told me if I maxed out her sibling affection bar, I'd win. And back in the day, I tried so hard. But then Wan Ling pulled a classic villain move, framed me for some random nonsense, and Jiang Yu immediately flipped from loving sister to my number 1 hater. She drags me into her car, drives us straight to the river, and hits me with top-tier sibling empathy. Look, if you're gonna kick the bucket, do it somewhere private. Don't drag innocent people into your drama. I picked this nice little spot for you, so hurry up and jump. I'm dizzy, barely holding myself together, and I ask, sis, what are you even doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at Wan Ling's wedding? Did you come looking for me? For a second, a tiny, stupid part of my brain hopes she actually cares. Big mistake. Huge. She laughs in my face. In your dreams, bro. You think you're special? I was on my way to pick up the wedding toast outfits for Wan Ling, and I happened to run into your unlucky ass on the road. Don't you dare try using this fake suicide routine to get my sympathy. Ouch. Message received loud and clear. Here I thought she tracked me down out of concern, but nope, she's just running errands for the man of her dreams. Mind you, Wan Ling isn't even marrying her. He's marrying some girl named Li Muan. So my sister is out here acting as an unpaid event planner for a guy who's wedding another woman. The level of simping is honestly breathtaking. Whatever, I murmur. I turn around and start walking into the freezing river. Yeah, that's it. Keep moving, she yells from the bank. Hurry it up. Some of us have a wedding schedule to keep. I step deeper. The ice-cold water fills my shoes, wraps around my waist, and rushes into my mouth. I'm choking. Everything is going dark, and I'm finally thinking, yes, peace at last, until a hand yanked me right back out by my collar. Are you out of your mind? Jiang Yu screams, pulling me onto the bank. Who gave you the right to end your life? Mom and Dad gave you that body. You don't get to throw it away. Right, Mom. The only person who ever actually loved. I've suffered through 25 years of absolute misery, but fine. I play along, make up some lame excuse, and go home. She keeps lecturing me the whole way. Is this because Li Muan is getting married? Get over it? True love means letting the person you love be happy with someone else. I don't even bother arguing. I didn't give a damn about Li Muan. I was literally just trying to survive the system's stupid game. Later that day, I head out to a totally deserted park. I just need quiet. I bring a sturdy rope, find a nice tree, tie a solid knot, and step onto a rock. I look at that noose and smile bitterly. 25 years. It felt like a lifetime and a split second all at once. When I first met Jiang Yu, she hated me because she thought I'd steal our parents' attention. So what did I do? I starved myself to buy her expensive birthday gifts with my lunch money. I took the fall whenever she broke the rules. When she got sick at midnight, I ran through a rainstorm to get her medicine and stayed up all night, nursing her back to health. I spent an entire summer breaking my back at a minimum wage job just to buy her that designer bag she couldn't stop talking about, and it worked. She was finally warming up to me, until Wan Ling showed up and effortlessly stole every drop of her affection. Standing on that rock, I break down. I don't make a sound, don't want to annoy anyone, and I even leave a little polite note on the ground. Don't be scared. I'm just becoming a bright star in the night sky now. I put my neck through, kick the rock, and let the darkness take over. My life flashes before my eyes. A long highlight reel of me trying my best, and Wan Ling stealing the trophy every single time. Finally, I think it's over. Then, bam! A pair of arms grabs my waist and yanks me down. I hit the dirt, gasping frantically for air, lungs burning. Jiang Chen, are you insane? I look up. Standing over me is Bei Ningbin, heroine number 2. He's a doctor, 5 years older than me, and used to be my psychiatrist when I was diagnosed with severe depression. Back when he was treating me, the system signaled that his affection bar was moving. I poured my heart into him, spent endless days by his side, and he actually started caring for me. I thought, this is it. I'm gonna make it. Then, guess who showed up? Wan Ling. One day, Wan Ling ran to him crying, Dr. Bai, Jiang Chen hired people to humiliate me. I can't sleep. I have nightmares every night. I just want to end it all. Did Bai Ningbin ask for proof? Did he check the facts? Nope. He turned to me with bloodshot eyes, told me to get the hell out of his life, called my depression a fake act to get sympathy, and said I made him sick to his stomach. Just like that, years of effort went up in smoke. And now, here he is, standing in the park. Aren't you supposed to be at Wan Ling's wedding right now? I ask, my voice completely dead. I was in a bad mood. All right? Can I get some fresh air? He snaps, crossing his arms. What about you? Did you pick this spot on purpose just to bump into me? Can you stop pulling these fake suicide stunts? Try a new trick for once. I just stare at him. My heart is completely numb. He's literally a medical professional, a psychiatrist, for God's sake. And he still insists my clinical depression is a performance art piece. Is it really that hard to see I'm suffering? Or is it just because I'm not Wan Ling? Seeing that I wasn't backing down, Dr. Bai had a rare moment of panic. He dragged my half-drowned, rope-burned self back to his apartment and dialed my sister to come haul me away. 5 minutes later, Jiang Yu rushes through the door. And who's trailing right behind her? The blushing groom himself, Wan Ling, along with heroine number 3, Li Muan. The moment Wan Ling sees me sitting on the sofa, he pulls a full-blown dramatic soap opera gasp. Jiang Chen. Today is my wedding day. Are you seriously trying to ruin it? Was hurting me before not enough for you? I look up at the squad. Every single one of them is glaring at me like I just kicked a puppy. Cold, malicious, absolute disgust. I actually laugh out loud. What if I told you Wan Ling framed me back then? What if he was the one who hired people to jump me? I did not. Wan Ling cries, clutching his chest like a Victorian damsel. Why are you always lying about me? You're the one who ruined my life. Jiang Yu snaps at me immediately. Shut your mouth, Jiang Chen. You're caught red-handed and you're still spewing lies? Apologize to Wan Ling right now. And Li Muan? She doesn't even bother looking at me. She's too busy cooing over Wan Ling, rubbing his back, telling him everything's gonna be okay. It's insane. Wan Ling must have maxed out his main character privilege stat, because no matter how ridiculous his stories are, these people swallow them whole. His word is scripture. My truth is just a cheap excuse. I'm the villain forever, and he's the innocent little snowflake. Standing there, watching this absurd circus, I realize my last 25 years have been a literal joke. I've tortured myself just to stay alive in this stupid world, and I am exhausted. Death is looking like a 5-star vacation right. I try to make a run for the door, but Dr. Bai and my sister tackle me. Oh no, you don't, Jiang Yu sneers. Trying to pull another stunt to frame Wan Ling? Forget it. Dr. Bai and I are locking you down. You're not leaving this room until Wan Ling and Muan finish their wedding. So yeah, I get put on house arrest while the lovebirds go tie the knot. I spend an agonizing night trapped in Dr. Bai's guest room. They bring me food, but I don't touch a single crumb. I just stare blankly at the ceiling, waiting for my organs to shut down. Dr. Bai comes in, checks my pulse, and finally starts sweating. Jiang Chen, look at me. Do you even know who I am? I just stare at him in total silence. His confident front completely shatters, and he whispers, "Oh God. He's actually depressed. You don't say? Sherlock?" By morning, I'm rushed to the ER for a full psychological checkup. The final test results? Severe clinical depression with high suicidal risk. Back in the day, I had smiling depression. I put on a cheerful, energetic front for everyone. Dr. Bai knew this. He was my doctor. But all it took was one fake tear from Wan Ling claiming I harassed him, and Dr. Bai tossed my actual medical diagnosis straight into the trash, calling me a sympathy-seeking fraud. Now, I'm lying in a hospital bed, hooked up to IVs, having refused food and water for over 8 hours. Jiang Yu barges in with a bowl of soup, trying to force-feed me like a toddler. Eat it, Jiang Chen. I want to see how long you can pull this little hunger strike. When she gets frustrated and leaves, Dr. Bai takes over, pulling out his soft, caring doctor voice again. But I'm dead inside. His fake, gentle tone just makes me sick. Jiang Chen, stop trying to manipulate us by hurting yourself, he says, leaning in close. I'm telling you right now, even if you vanish off the face of the earth, nobody is gonna miss you. Just as I'm thinking, great, then let me vanish. The door flies open. Li Muan walks in, looking absolutely furious. Jiang Chen, I'm warning you. Don't you dare use suicide to threaten us, she yells. She marches over, grabs me by my hospital gown, and pulls me straight toward the open window. They all think I'm faking it. They think I'm just putting on a show to get attention. So I think, you know what? Bet. I push past her hands, scramble onto the windowsill, and prepare to take the plunge. But right before I leap, Li Muan panics and yanks me back onto the floor. Dr. Bai snaps. He lunges forward and slaps Li Muan across the face. Are you crazy? He roars. He's actually sick. How could you push him like that? Suddenly, Dr. Bai is acting like my protector. Why? Because he finally remembered who kept him alive. Years ago, back when I was grinding his affection bar, he was suffering from terminal kidney failure, drowning in despair. I was the one who stayed by his bedside, running all over the country looking for a donor. When no matching donor existed, I spent my hard-earned system reward points to sacrifice my own kidney and match it to his body. I literally gave him a piece of my body to save his life. Jiang Yu hauls me back onto the bed. The room goes quiet for a minute, but the second everyone steps out, my mom bursts in, crying her eyes out. Chen, stop, please, baby. Give Mama the knife. She drops to her knees, hugging me tightly. You can't do this. Think about your mother. I can't bear to see her cry. She's the only real warmth I've felt in 25 years. I nod softly and lean into her hug. Later, Jiang Yu walks in, sighing like an exhausted parent. Over a relationship? Over the past? You're gonna throw away your entire future and everyone who cares about you? We've all had unrequited love, Chen, but life goes on. You're only trapping yourself. I don't say a word. I just stay wrapped in my mom's arms, soaking up the last bit of love I'll ever get. At dawn, I tell my mom I'm craving her special tofu soup. The second she leaves the room to get it, I spring up, lock the heavy hospital door from the inside, and climb up to the third floor window ledge. Third floor. That should be high enough to finish the job, right? Jiang Chen. I look down. People are screaming on the pavement. Did you ever think about what happens to your mom if you die? Someone yells from below. She has Jiang Yu. I whisper to the wind. Jiang Yu will take care of her. I close my eyes and step off into the air. Crack. An explosion of white-hot pain hits my entire body. It feels like every bone in my torso just shattered into a million pieces. The world spins. Sirens blare. And through my blurry vision, I see Li Muan running toward me, her face pale as a sheet, screaming in absolute horror. Turns out, dying is a lot harder than it looks in the movies. Falling 3 stories didn't kill me. It just gave me double leg fractures, 5 broken ribs, and a ruined spine. Dr. Bai and Jiang Yu immediately decide that I've officially lost my marbles. They call up a high-security psychiatric institute to have me committed. He's completely insane, Dr. Bai tells the doctors. He needs to be locked up for his own good. For the next few weeks, they set up a 24-hour guard around my bed, force-feeding me through tubes and spooning mush into my mouth. I can't even move my arms to fight back. As my bones slowly knit together, horror sets in. Once they transfer me to that psych ward, I'll be strapped to a bed in a padded room forever. I will never escape. I grab Jiang Yu's hand with every ounce of strength I have left. Sister, please. I'm not crazy. Please don't send me there. I'm begging you. She just looks at me with cold pity, pulling her hand away. No crazy person ever admits they're sick, Chen. We're doing this for your own good. That sentence hits me like a bucket of ice water. In their eyes, I'm not a person anymore. I'm just a rabid dog that needs to be locked in a cage. And just like that, I get shipped off and locked inside a tiny, 100 square foot padded room. White walls, empty floors, and a heavy steel door that only opens when the guards slide a food tray through. So there I am, trapped inside a glorified padded box with guards hovering over me 24/7 like hawks. I am completely losing my mind, spiraling into total despair, and the urge to just end this nightmare is hitting me like a freight train. In a panic, I hit up the system. Hey, can you just pull me out of here? Emergency eject, please. The system's cold AI voice hits back with zero empathy. Negative. Manual override unavailable. The final choice always remains with the host. Gee, thanks for nothing, bro. Then, around midnight, guess who slips into my room like a total stealth ninja? Wan Ling. He bribed or distracted the nurses, steps into my space, and smiles like a comic book villain. You know, putting you in this mental asylum was my idea, right? He whispers, leaning in. This way, you can't go anywhere. Speak up. Who are you pulling this pity party for? I hate you, Jiang Chen. Back in our old world, you had everything. Now you're in my way here too. I'll do whatever it takes to win. My brain goes completely blank. Wait, what? How does this guy know about the original world? Is he a system user too? Wan Ling sees the total shock on my face and bursts out laughing like a maniac. Yup, I'm a quester too, pal. Same exact hit list. We were both in that car crash in our original world, but I was one step away from clearing the game. The second Li Muan says I love you to me, I win it all. I stare at him, genuinely confused. Dude, I literally helped you out. Why are you doing this to me? I didn't need your help, he snarls, all hot-headed. That was just your arrogant charity. We are equals, and I don't need your pathetic pity. Enjoy being locked up here forever, loser. And honestly, he got me. I was completely trapped, running in circles in a 10 by 10 room, total checkmate. 3 days later, another unexpected visitor shows up at night. A girl quietly bypasses the security guards, sneaks through the window, breaks me out, and throws me into her getaway car. The headlights flash, and I look over. It's Lu Ruyan, my old college classmate and heroine number 4, whom I had tried and failed to romance years ago. I'm so sorry I'm late, she whispers, hitting the gas. I just found out where they locked you up. Honestly, girl, thank you, I think to myself. You just handed me my ticket out of this world. Instead of handing me over to the police, she takes me on a full-blown nostalgia tour to relive our youth. We go to the arcade, chill at a quiet movie theater, and break out of an escape room. For the first time in 25 years, I'm actually having fun. During the trip, I secretly buy a small bottle of lethal poison, ready to sign off for good. When I try to say my final goodbyes, she looks at me softly. I know what you're planning to do, she says quietly. My heart skips a beat. Finally, someone in this world actually gets it. I give her a soft hug, and I catch a whiff of a familiar cedar perfume. I realize she's still using the exact fragrance brand I recommended to her years ago. Thank you, Lu Ruyan, I say from the bottom of my heart. Out of all the people I tried to save for decades, the only one by my side at the end is a girl I barely spent a month with. She takes me on a Ferris wheel, under a sky full of bright stars. I pop the cap off the poison bottle, look at her, and ask, "Hey, did you ever actually like me?" She freezes, silent. Man, I smile. If there was a world where you and I were the main characters, That would have been nice. I swallow the poison and collapse right into her lap. Her tears fall onto my face, hot and real. I can feel her genuine heartbreak, but I'm just confused. If she cared this much, why did she run away from me back? As my vision goes black and my pulse fades out, the system chime violently rings in my brain. Warning. Someone's deep grief is refusing to let you go. Host cannot be released yet. Are you kidding me? Let me die already. When my soul detaches and floats up, Liu Rian has already called my sister, Jiang Yu. Jiang Yu rushes to the scene, only to find my cold, lifeless body being held tight by Liu Rian. I look completely drained, pale as a sheet after years of misery. What is the meaning of this? Jiang Yu screams. Wasn't he supposed to be in the psych ward? Liu Rian turns around, eyes bloodshot. You have the nerve to ask? Do you have any idea what he went through in that hellhole? Locked up like an animal, zero privacy, zero dignity. Jiang Yu stammers, I did it for his own good. For his good? Liu Rian snaps, marching right up to her. You weren't helping him. You were abusing him. The argument turns into an absolute brawl. Hands fly, hair gets pulled. Total chaos. Eventually, my body gets brought back to my family's house. Jiang Yu drops to her knees in front of my corpse, sobbing uncontrollably. My mom was already hospitalized from a heart attack during my last breakdown, and seeing me like this, man, the guilt hits my soul hard. I never belonged in this world, and I couldn't stay to protect her. Just then, Dr. Bai slams through the front door. Mr. Cool and Collected instantly loses his composure, collapsing onto the floor. His hands tremble violently as he reaches out to touch my cold, lifeless hand. Jiang Chen, no, please, open your eyes. Look at me, he begs. Liu Rian sneers from the corner. Oh, now that he's dead, you know how to cry? Where was all this tender care when he actually needed you? Then, fashionably late, heroine number 3, Li Muan, walks in. At first, she thinks I'm pulling another fake death prank for attention, a smirk playing on her lips. But the second her hand touches my ice-cold skin, her face turns dead pale. Liu Rian steps up and lands a clean, solid right hook right across Li Muan's face. He's deed, Liu Rian roars. And it's all because of your precious Wanling. She whips out her phone and slams it onto the coffee table. The screen lights up, playing a leaked video. In the video, Wanling is handing stack of cash to a bunch of shady thugs, giving them strict orders. Go harass Jiang Chen, make his life a living hell. After it's done, everyone gets $5 grand. Then the video cuts to the actual footage of me getting jumped, beaten, and humiliated. I remember that day. The utter shame, the desperation, begging for help, only for everyone to call me a liar and blame me for hurting Wanling. I was the victim the whole time, and nobody believed. The ugly truth plays out on the screen in high definition. Liu Rian points at the screen, her voice shaking with rage. Look, this is your precious golden boy. You believed every single lie out of his mouth, but you wouldn't give Jiang Chen a second to explain. Wanling framed him. And what did you all do when Jiang Chen begged you for help? She turns her glare to each of them, dropping verbal atomic bombs. Jiang Yu, you beat him. Bai Ningbin, you abandoned him. Li Muan, you cursed him out. That is your truth. Every single one of you owes Jiang Chen a life. Jiang Yu covers her face, sobbing hysterically. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Sister really didn't know. Oh, now you're his sister? Liu Rian cackles bitterly. Did you forget that you personally shipped your own brother to a psych ward? And you, Dr. Bai, you're a doctor. You were supposed to understand him, but you helped lock him up. He was your rock when you were at your lowest. Do any of you monsters even have a conscience? Liu Rian's words hit them like a freight train. Over the next few days, the guilt completely breaks them. These 3 women, who used to treat me like dirt, are now desperately trying to make amends to a corpse. Jiang Yu keeps buying cute plushies, crying over which one I would have liked best. Dr. Bai unrolls an old painting we made together, staring at it for hours while sobbing. Li Muan clutches my cold hand 24/7, drowning in her own tears, begging a dead man for forgiveness. It's tragic, sure, but real pain doesn't need a loud performance. Meanwhile, my floating soul drifts over to the hospital, slipping into the ICU where my mom just got out of critical condition. She's weak, pale, and barely breathing, and she's softly calling out my name. Mom, I whisper as a soul, you gotta take care of yourself, okay? Next life, I'll be a better son, I promise. It's crazy, but my mom actually turns her head, tears rolling down her face. I hear you, baby. You stay safe over there, okay? The day of my funeral comes around, and funny enough, it's bright and sunny, totally clashing with the whole dark, gloomy vibe everyone's going for. Sister Jiang Yu is holding my ashes like they're fragile glass, slowly walking toward my grave. Chen, I hope you're happy and stress-free in the next world. Don't forget to eat properly, okay? I'm floating right beside my own framed photo, looking around. Wait, where's Liu Ruyan? My ghost heart drops a little. Did she ditch the final goodbye? Nope. Just as the funeral is wrapping up, Liu Ruyan struts into the graveyard, and she's dragging a tied-up, gagged Wanling behind her like a sack of dirty laundry. She stops in front of Jiang Yu, cold as ice. Jiang Yu, you ready? Today, every single person who wronged your brother pays the bill. Liu Ruyan, wait! My ghost self screams, panicking. Are you insane? Why are you doing this for me? Before anyone can react, Lu Rian and Jiang Yu press a red button on a device. Boom! A blinding light swallows everything. I scream, but no sound comes out. Why did Rian have to blow herself up for me? She was innocent. Suddenly, a golden ping echoes in my skull. Ding! Congratulations, host. In your final moment, you achieved 100% romantic affection and 100% sibling affection. Mission accomplished. Initiating immediate rebirth in your original world. Gasp! My eyes snap open. White ceiling. Smell of bleach. Heart monitor beeping. I'm back. I'm in a real hospital bed in my original world. A nurse walks in and gives me the rundown. You're awake. The guy who hit your car, Wan Ling, didn't make it, but another girl involved in the crash named Lu Ruyan, she survived. Right on cue, the door clicks open. Lu Ruyan hobbles in on crutches, her eyes shining with tears. Jiang Chen, we finally made it. We're the main characters of our own story now. I pull her into a tight hug, tears running down my cheeks, holding her like my life depends on it. Over the next few days, Ruyan spills all the tea. Turns out, we were alumni from the same college. She'd had a crush on me forever. When she realized Wan Ling was plotting against me in the real world, she tried to ram her car into his to stop him, causing the original accident. In her coma, she got bound to the system, too. The system told her that if she could get me to fall in love with her, she'd get to go home. And the best part? She was secret heroine number 4 on my system list. I knew Wan Ling's game plan, Ruyan explains, stroking my hand. I wanted to warn you, but the system had strict rules. No interfering with your main quests, no revealing my system identity. So when we crossed over into the task world, I had to watch Wan Ling frame you over and over while I pretended to play along with him just to keep my cover. It broke my heart. Why did you take such a massive risk with that final revenge plan, though? I ask, squeezing her hand. Her eyes turn fierce. Because Wan Ling crossed the line. He didn't just ruin you in the task world. He tried to kill you in the real world. He was a psychopath who just wanted to step on you for clout. He had to pay, and I couldn't let you come back to life carrying all those emotional scars. I wanted to drag those ignorant hypocrites into the light so you could start fresh, completely cleared. Just as she finishes talking, the hospital door swings open. Jiang Yu stands there, looking pale and nervous. Chen, I'm so sorry. I was a terrible sister. I let Wan Ling slick, talking blind me to your pain. I cursed at you. I threw you in that psych ward. Can you ever forgive me? She pulls a rusty metal box out of her purse. Inside, the cheap hair clips I starved myself to buy for her when we were kids, and the apology notes I wrote when I took the blame for her trouble. I kept these with me every single day, she sobs. I always knew I was in the wrong. Next, Dr. Bai steps up, looking utterly humbled. Jiang Chen, as a doctor, I failed you completely. I questioned your depression, called it a fake act, and ignored your cries for help. I've been living in pure guilt. I re-examined your old files and found witnesses from the day Wan Ling set you up. I know everything now. Please, let me manage your physical rehab. Give me a chance to fix this. Then heroine number 3, Li Muan, steps forward, tears streaming down her face like a broken faucet. She takes my other hand, her fingers trembling. Thank you for giving me your kidney back then. You gave me a second life, and I repaid you with poison because I believed Wan Ling's lies. I checked the medical records. It was your actual kidney, not some system trick. You saved my life, and I treated you like dirt. I'll do whatever it takes to make it up to you. I look at the 3 of them, once my biggest nightmares, now completely shattered by regret. I sigh soft. It's all in the past now. I don't hold a grudge. Wan Ling got what he deserved. Let's just let the bad memories blow away with the wind. Hearing that, they burst into relieved, tearful smiles. Jiang Yu literally covers her mouth, weeping with gratitude. From that day on, the whole squad goes into full redemption mode. Jiang Yu visits daily, cooking all my favorite childhood meals from scratch and polishing my favorite action figures. Dr. Bai designs a customized physical therapy routine, personally guiding me through every single step, from wiggling my toes to walking again, never leaving my side for a second. Li Muan showers me with high-end supplements, books, and movies so I never get bored. She even liquidated Wan Ling's old company and used the cash to launch a charity fund for depressed patients in my name. And Ruyan? She's right there through it all. We laugh about the crazy task world, and she confesses that she kept using that cedar perfume because it was the first gift I ever recommended to her, and she couldn't bring herself to swap it out. On the day I get discharged, Ruyan pushes my wheelchair out into the sunshine. The whole crew hangs out like a real family. We hit the arcade. Jiang Yu acts like a hype kid playing racing games, pouting whenever she loses. Li Muan tries like 30 times on the claw machine until she finally lands my favorite anime plushie, handing it to me like a trophy, and Ruyan gently hands me snacks and drinks. Later, we sit in the back row of a movie theater watching a heartwarming romance flick. Li Muan is wiping away tears. Jiang Yu rests her head on my shoulder, and for the first time in 25 years, everything finally feels right. So right after the romantic movie, we hit up an escape room, team up like absolute pros, and solve room after room like we're local Sherlock Holmesies. Life is straight up vibrant again, full of laughs and cozy vibes, until the plot thickens. Out of nowhere, Wan Ling's family shows up at our doorstep like angry mob bosses. Since Wan Ling is gone, they decide to play the ultimate scam card, claiming we were responsible for his death and demanding a fat, multi-million-dollar payout. Sister Jiang Yu gets so mad her blood pressure hits the ceiling, but I pull her back. Nope. Not today. We're doing this legally. Lu Ruyan holds my hand, cool as a cucumber. We fight this together, Dr. Bai, and Li Muan nod along, ready to drop the hammer. We launch a full-blown CSI investigation. Jiang Yu digs up the complete audio and video drive of Wan Ling being a total menace back in the task world. The framing, the hired hitmen, the psych ward plot, and the voice recordings of him trying to hack the system rules. Dr. Bai pulls up Wan Ling's real-world financial receipts, proving the guy was drowning in crazy debt and staged the car crash to collect a massive insurance payout, on top of embezzling company cash for his gambling addiction. Li Muan tracks down the thugs Wan Ling paid off back in the day. Confronted with receipts, they break down, sign written confessions, and hand over the original bank transfer statements. And Ruyan? She uses her connections to grab the Holy Grail. Wan Ling's recent heavy life insurance policies, plus receipts and mechanic testimonies proving he paid a shady auto shop to cut his own brakes before the crash. We hand a thick, shiny binder of evidence straight to the police. The cops do a quick deep dive, and bam, Wan Ling gets exposed as a master fraudster, attempted murderer, and corporate thief. His greedy family runs away with $0, and karma hits so hard it breaks the sound barrier. Justice might be late, but it's served icy cold. With the villain's legacy destroyed, our lives bounce back to pure sunshine. Ruyan and I head to her hometown for a little weekend getaway. Her dad takes me mountain fishing, telling hilarious stories about Ruyan's embarrassing childhood moments, while her mom holds my hands, whispering, "Take good care of our girl," and slips a lucky red envelope into my coat pocket. Simple, warm, and zero drama. Exactly the life I dreamed of. Jiang Yu finds her own happily ever after with a super sweet, down-to-earth architect who loves her blunt energy and supports her dreams. They launch their own design studio, the business takes off, and she's constantly dropping by my place with her new beau, looking happier than ever. Dr. Bai cancels his abroad studies and opens a private therapy clinic instead. He uses his past mistakes to help folks battling severe depression. "Jiang Chen," he tells me during a coffee catch-up, "you taught me that being a doctor isn't just about smarts. It's about empathy and trust." Li Muan goes all in on charity work. Her foundation helps thousands of low-income patients, and she regularly volunteers at local hospitals to spread positivity. She even meets a wonderful doctor who shares her passion, and the two of them are out here living their best altruistic lives. Fast forward 1 year later, wedding bells are ringing. I'm standing at the altar, and Ruyan is walking down the aisle in a blindingly gorgeous white dress. Behind me, Jiang Yu, Dr. Bai, and Li Muan are standing tall as my bridesmaids and groomsmen squad. From shady system mind games to holding hands at the altar, we survived it all. "I promise to guard you and our home for the rest of my life," I say, sliding the ring onto her finger. She tears up, smiling, "And I'm never letting you go again, Jiang Chen." Post-wedding, we hop on a flight straight to the Maldives for the ultimate honeymoon. Sunshine, white sand, turquoise water, and zero toxic drama. We walk along the shore watching sunsets, making plans to see the entire world together. All those decades of trauma and pain just wash away into the tropical ocean breeze. A few years roll by, and we get blessed with the cutest pair of twins. Our boy is named Nianshin, and our girl is Nianyan. Nianshin takes after my chill, logical brain, while Nianyan is a tiny artist in training, just like Ruyan, constantly painting vibrant doodles all over our living room walls. Ruyan just laughs and guides her tiny hands gently. Jiang Yu, Dr. Bai, and Li Muan are basically the ultimate cool aunties and uncle. Jiang Yu drops off massive hauls of toys and builds Lego towers with them. Dr. Bai gives them gentle checkups and teaches them fun health tips. And Li Muan brings origami and pottery kits, with the kids swarming her yelling, "Auntie Muan." As for me, I jump back into my writing career and drop an autobiographical novel titled The Salvation Across Time and Space. It becomes an instant bestseller, helping thousands of people dealing with mental health struggles find hope. Meanwhile, Ruyan launches her own high-end design brand with the slogan, "Love and warmth will always outlast time." On a sunny afternoon, we're all hanging out on the front lawn, spreading picnic blankets, eating fruit, and laughing under the shade. Jiang Yu takes a sip of juice and sighs, "Man, who would have thought we'd go from total enemies to actual family? Life is wild." Dr. Bai smiles. "We all had to grow up, learn to trust, and learn how to actually love." Li Muan watches the twins chasing butterflies across the grass. No lies, no misunderstandings, just pure warmth. I reach out, taking Ruyan's hand, feeling her warm palm wrapped around mine. "Thank you, Ruyan," I whisper, looking at the bright blue sky. "When I was in my darkest place, you were the light that brought me home." She was literally the bright light that illuminated my trash fire of a life, making me believe in love and basic human decency after getting crushed by system mechanics for 2 decades. Ruyan leans into my chest, smiling up at me. "Honestly, Jiang Chen, I should be thanking you. You taught me that real love means standing up for each other no matter how insane the plot twists get. You made me a better person." We just look at each other, grinning like dorks, head over heels in love. Right on cue, the twins come sprinting across the grass, tackling us into a massive group hug, shouting, "Dad, Mom, look at what we found." Jiang Yu, Dr. Bai, and Li Muan crowd around us too, laughing, throwing popcorn, and and taking pictures. The sun is beaming down on us, warm and perfect, with clear blue skies and fluffy clouds straight out of a Disney movie. I take a deep breath and smile. This hard-earned happiness? Yeah, we're holding on to it forever. The years roll by in a blur of pure, wholesome bliss. Nianchan grows up to be a total tech whiz, getting accepted into his dream university for computer science. He tells us at dinner one night, "I want to build software that actually helps people, not ruin their lives like some system." Kid's got his head screwed on right. Meanwhile, our daughter Nianyan gets into a top-tier art institute, chasing her painting dreams. Her artwork, bursting with color, hope, and zero dreary dark vibes, starts winning national competitions left and right. Zhang Yu's architecture firm becomes a massive industry brand name. She and her husband are still madly in love, and they even adopted a sweet kiddo, turning their crew into a glowing family of 4. Dr. Bai's therapy clinic has turned into a haven for thousands of patients. He and his wife welcomed a baby too, living that picture-perfect, wholesome life. As for me and Ruyan, we're living that golden years lifestyle, traveling the globe and taking in all the views we missed while dealing with transmigration drama. We hit up Paris to snap cheesy selfies at the Eiffel Tower, wandered through ancient ruins in Rome, and camped out under the northern lights in Iceland. Standing under that neon green aurora in the freezing cold, holding Ruyan close, I realized something. No matter how many tragic system quests life throws at you, as long as you've got the right person riding shotgun, the ending is always going to be worth it.